And welcome back to the second part of this tutorial. I'm going to exit and let's come right here. Before I add any other widget, let me go up here and just declare some other variables that I intend to use. Now let's come right underneath here. I'm going to call that variable 1. That's an integer. I need about 12 of those, so I'm just going to copy this and paste it and change the numbers. Okay, that's 6 there. Copy again and just paste it and just change the numbers around. That will be 2, 3 and so on. Okay, I've completed my variables, so have a good look at them. From 6 up to 9, those are just strings, and here I have the tag, subtotal and total, and as you can see, this variable have assigned 0 value to each of them. Okay, that's taken care of with the variables there. Now what I want to do is I now want to create some checkbox. But first thing first, because if I run this program now, I just want to try out something to make sure these two works. Okay, for the date and time. So I'm gonna get rid of that. Come right down here, maybe right below this one. There. So I'm going to create something for my dates. So let's call that date 1 dot set, and that will be time dot string time. That should hopefully take care of my very first time anyway. That should be ft, and let's get it for the time formatted. That is D for day and M for the month. Then I also need a year. Okay, I'm going to make that all capital letter and just close that. That is for the date. Now let's do one for the time. Copy that, come right down here and paste that, and here it's going to be time. Let's get it indented. As for time, I'm just going to change this to H, uppercase. This will be M in uppercase as well, and this is S. Seconds. So that you guys won't confuse, I'm just going to put comment there. That is for time, and this one is for date. There. Let's close this bracket here, else we have an error. Okay, as you can see, in the very first code I actually called the time inside my variable, and I've also called the date, if you guys can still recall this very first widget. So I'm going to run it and let's see how that's going to look like. There we go, we have our time and we have the date. Okay, that's cool. Right. Oh, I noticed something on the time. Let's see, look at those lines. Okay, let's get them changed. Close that and come right down here, and in here I'm just going to enter semicolon and another semicolon here. There, that should fix that. Now right underneath here, I'm going to just enter that in here, and maybe one more here. Okay, here I will now, let's say LBL class, that is equals label, and this very label will be right inside top left frame 1, and inside top left frame 1 I'm going to have the following. Let me copy this, paste it right here, and this one is going to be known as class, and let's change this to about maybe 20, 22. Okay, now what else do we need to do? We're gonna add a border, make that about 8, close that, and I'm just gonna run this up. Class, come in here, or you can just say, yeah, we can just say grid. We have enough room anyway, and let's make that grid row equals 0, comma, column equals 0 as well, and this is strictly west, and close that. Let me give that a shot and see how that's going to look like. We have an error. Okay, that's not working, so I'm going to copy all of these, cut that off, and come right down here and just say LDL class. There we go. That should do the trick. Oh, it should work. I think is the spelling that is wrong, so let's come in and get rid of this. Yeah, there's a spelling that is wrong, so let's see. Yeah, it's working. Okay, I'm gonna copy this. I'll just cut it and paste it here and get rid of this and see how that's going to respond. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, there's nothing wrong with my method of coding. The only problem was the spelling, the wrong spelling of the column. So one column down. Now the next thing I want to do right under this very one is I'm going to now create a checkbox. So let's call that CHK, and the very first checkbox I'm going to call that standard. Standard checkbox equals widget button, and this widget button is going to be inside top left frame 1. That's one of my frames, and I also need as follows. Just grab this, dump it right here, and what else do I need? The text value on it, I'm going to make that, I've just called that standard. Paste that in there, copy this, and just replace this with that. That will be standard. And what about the options? Oh, first thing first, let me enter my variable. Let's say variable equals variable 1. Okay, variable 1 is right here. There we go. I've just assigned that variable to this checkbox now. So, and the state is going to be value equals, I set value equals 1 for the on, and for the off value that will be equals 0. Close that. Okay, so we want this. There's not enough room for all of that, so let's do this here. Or maybe if I copy this, that should work as well. Paste it there. But it seems to be too long. I don't know if you guys will like it. Now let's change this row. The row will be 1, and the column in this case will be 0. Okay, so let's run it and see how that's gonna look like. We have an error, so I need to close. Okay, how many do I have? I have 1 here, I'll get rid of that. We'll undo that. It's meant to get rid of this. I'll try it again. Just excess bracket. There, look at that. That is fine. I like that. I'm going to copy this and use it for the others. Paste, paste. So the next one is going to be economy. Right, let's change that to economy. Yeah, I believe the spelling is right. So let's copy that and paste that in here. There. And this will be row 2. This will be row number 3. And this, we change this to first class. Yeah. And the name, let's change the name to first class. Now the variables, let's change the variables. This one is 1, the first one. This one will be 2 and 3. If you guys cannot see it, let's put some space in between so that you can see it properly. Now let's run it and see how that's going to look like. There, right there guys, looking good. Now let's do the same thing here. Okay, for the next frame here, this empty frame, let me show it to you, this very one. Okay, let's take care of this first. I'm going to come in here and just, I'll copy this. I will copy those, come right down here, paste. Now the first change I would like to do is I'm going to change this to LBL select. Now LBL select is going to be, the role is going to be 0 0, the column 0, and here would be known as select destination. Right. Now I only need 2 of these though. Yeah, I only need just 2. Let's change one of these to adult. And the text I need to be adult. Change that to adult. Yeah, that's nice. And this one, I'm going to change the value of this to 4. This one will be 5. Right, and this one will be child. There. Change the name to child as well. Okay. And I will like to put this one inside top frame 3. Yeah, because my top frame 3 is centered. Let's see. Oh, first thing first, let's add a drop down list. So inside the drop down list, I'm going to need the name of my destinations. Okay, let's do this. I will select this. That is supposed to be like the title. Paste another one right underneath here, and I'll change the name of these to destination. There. This is going to be 0 1 2. That will be 2, and this will be 3. And right beside this destination, I need to have a combo box. Combo, and that very combo, I'm just going to call it destination. Combo destination. There. Combo destination is going to be the widget is going to be equals, that will be ttk dot combo box. So that's the widget in Python. That is what is called combo box ttk inside the library ttk. Now, and it's also going to be right inside, or this one should be 3 and this should be 3 as well, frame 3. Grab this and paste this in here, comma. Okay, the variable for that, well, let's say text variable. Copy that, paste the text variable here. It has to be text variable. I'm going to make that maybe 9 because the others are is string. Yeah, so 9. And let's copy the font. Let's add a font to it, and the font, I'm going to make that maybe 20, or maybe leave it as 22 for now. So the font is there. There should be a comma here. Yeah, there's a comma. That's fine. And the state of this combo box, because I don't want anyone to be able to edit the combo box, I'm going to make the state read only. There. So which means you cannot edit the content inside it. And what else? What about the width? The width is going to be about 8. Good. Now for this combo box, the text content we want inside it, and or you can call it the value. Copy that, paste this underneath here. The value is going to be as follows. Let's enter them as an array. So value, the first value I'm going to go for equals, yeah, I'm just going to call that, the first value will be empty, comma, the next value is going to be Kilburn. Yeah, we're traveling to Kilburn, why not? There, that's my first value. The second value, let's go to Preston. Preston. There. Okay, and the third value, yeah, let's head for Oxford University. Yeah, we say Oxford for that. And the next one, let's go to Leeds. I've got some friends there. And finally, I'm going to enter Brixton, where I have my homies. I have them in Brixton. So okay, so what else do we want to do now? We don't need to just come in here and just say current value now, dot current. We're gonna make that 0, and it's going to be right here. That's a grid. Copy all of that, paste that in here. The grid is going to be row 1, column 1. I don't think this strictly right, need to be there, and that's it. So let's save and run first and see how that's going to look like. There guys, look at that, check that out. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, Oxford, Leeds. Yeah, go see homies. Oh, we need to change this. Let's change that, and we can just change that to, let's say, destination. The text on it will be just destination, or we can even call it option. travel option or whatever. There we go. Now let's take care of this one, this very one here. Okay, in here we need our ticket type, which that would be single, double, or whatever. So come down here. First thing, I'm just going to copy that. Copy all of this. Come right down here. Let's move this up. Paste it here. I'm going to copy this so that you guys don't get it mixed up. And let's indent both of these. Control tab there. And this is going to be ticket type here. Ticket type. Right, and the text content will be ticket type as well. Copy that, paste that in here. And it's going to be inside top left frame 2. Yeah, that's frame 2 because of the arrangement that I made, and it's going to be 0 0. So let's run that and see how that's going to look like. There we go, it's right inside frame 2. Now I may have a problem with this because of the fonts, but let's see. I may have to change it around. Okay, instead of 22, I'm just going to call all these fonts 20. There's no way I've used 22, so okay, that's fine. I'm going to copy all of this. Copy that because there won't be enough room. Control H, paste that in there, and paste this in here, and just change it all to 20. Replace it all there. So that should take care of those. Right, now underneath here, let's run it and see how, if there's enough room for mine. Okay, yeah, that's looking good now. Okay, close that. Now right here I need 2 checkbox. One is going to be single and the other one is going to be return. Paste that. Now this one is in row, and that's row 0. This one is going to be row 1. Yeah, and I need a text box beside it. This will be row 2. Yeah, right. Change this one to, that will become single, and this is known as return. There we go. And the text content on it, this one will be return and this will be single. Copy that, paste that in here. Okay, let's run it. There we go. Oh, we need to delete that. That is fine. I'll come right in here. Where did we get that? Okay, I think the problem is I was supposed to change this to frame 2, and this is frame 2 as well. You have to be careful. So let's come in here and see again how that looks like. Good, that's fine. Now we now need, I think we're going to need text entering or entering widget. So underneath here I'm going to need text, or not, label first. Come down here, paste that, and this is 2, and this label I'm going to change that to comment. Right, let's change this to comment as well. Now this is 2, this will be 3, and beside it there is going to be a text entry, so I'm going to change that to entry. The entry is going to be row 3, column 1, and here I'm going to change this to comment so that I know that. Now let's change the entry to maybe etn comment. Right, that should work. Let's run it and see. Okay, but that's too large. Let's reduce that. So my text entry, first of all, this shouldn't be there. That should be a text variable to assign some value there for me. So change this to variable and get rid of all of this. So that is going to be, I think, one of the, yeah, that's number 7. Let's use 7. And I will reduce the width here. I'm going to make it about 8. Come right down here, paste 8 in there. That's for the text entry that will be beside the label. So let's see how that's going to work. All right. Okay, then you see this other one, this strictly, okay, let's just leave it as strictly west. Now the other two, this very one, I need label to display when I click on them, or maybe a text entry as well. Yeah, text entry. Okay, copy this text entry, copy that, paste it right underneath there, and let's change that to single. Text entry single, and inside text entry single is going to take in variable. Let's make that variable for this single. I'm going to make it 12. Yeah, 12. Right, and this is row 1. This one will be row 1, column 1. Okay, let's run that. There we go, row 1, column 1. We'll use some functions to get rid of this. So I'm just going to copy this and paste it here for the next one. Copy this. Come right down here. This will be for text entry return. Copy return, change the name, text entry return, and here the variable for this, we can say return variable. Yeah, okay, I can use 6. I haven't used 6. Right, and this one will be, this is 2 and 0. Okay, 2 here and 1 here. Okay, that should do it. Now let's run it. There we go, guys. That's looking good. So let's take care of these two. There's going to be a calculator here. I already have some calculators on board. You can just have a look at that. I will include the URL of the calculator right here, but these other ones are just going to be tax, subtotal, and so on. So let's take care of those now. Okay, I'm going to copy this and paste it right underneath here, and this will be for my calculator. This is for my calculation of the various. Okay, let's copy this one. I'm going to copy that, paste it right here. That will be for tax. Okay, and the frame for tax will be bottom left, frame 1. Yeah, bottom left, frame 1 is right here. bottom left frame 1. Okay, that's uppercase. Let's hope I have uppercase there. Yeah, I do. Alright, that's fine. Now, in that case, that is going to be for my tags. And as for the tags, that will be on rule 0. Let's see. Okay, we need to change this to tags. So maybe we should just enter tags in there, or maybe state tags. Okay, right beside it we're gonna need widget. I'm gonna copy that entry widget right here, paste. This entry widget will, okay, it's going to be inside bottom left as well, and here the variable for that is going to, let's change that variable to, okay, that's tax. Actually, that's easy to remember, it's tax. And let's change this to 0. That will be 0, and this will be 1. Okay, I'm going to run it. Let's see how that's going to look like. There we go. Okay, so I'll just copy it, run for the others. So copy, subtotal and total, and just change this to subtotal. Subtotal, and this one is subtotal as well. Okay, if this is 0, this will be 1, 1 and 1 right here. Okay, that's subtotal taken care of. This should be tax. And here we have total. Get rid of the sub. The same thing here, there, and here we change this to total. Okay, this is 1 and this will be 2, 2 and a 2 here. Right, let's run it and see how that's going to look like. There. But this frame seems to be drifting towards the left, so I'm going to increase the size of this. So let's come back in here, and the text, or shall we increase the width then? I'll make this 28. Yeah, let's go for about 20 something, 28, and yeah, let's go for 28, 28, 28. Save and run. There we go. So we just need our calculator here, and then we can call it the end of this very part, second part. Okay, before I take care of the calculator, let me change this to about 5, 5 and 5. That makes it look a bit presentable. Okay, it's looking much better. Now for the calculator, I'm going to have to speed that up. You guys know where the codes for those are. So I'm going to close this as well, and just type in calculator here, and we'll speed that up. Okay, I have the lines of code for the calculator. Take it from here all the way down here. There we go. Those are the lines of code for the calculator. So I'm going to take it back up here so that you guys can see it there. First row, the first row I have the display and 4 buttons. On the second row, display. This is actually first row, second row, third row, fourth and fifth. There. I'm now going to run it. Now this is how it all looks like. We're going to do a bit of tidying up, but let me just take care of the functions first, then we can tidy it up then. Okay guys, for now I'm going to call it the end of the second part of this tutorial. See you guys shortly.